How have you guys gained self-confidence? I'm sorely lacking in self-confidence, and have for as long as I can remember. I know that I'm capable of doing things, but when it actually comes down to it, I just feel inadequate. Particularly when it comes to girls. I have never felt like I'm worthy of anyone liking me in a romantic way, and it really shows. I really need some advice as to how to gain some confidence, but I also don't want to be one of those people with a massive ego. Whenever I start to have some confidence in myself, I always feel like I'm being an asshole, and I lose all my confidence because I start second guessing myself. I realized that I'm the prize. My worth isn't tied to women. I am worthy all on my own. It's my adventure and anyone is free to join me on it, and free to get off. I hit the gym, groomed myself, narrowed down what makes me me, and never looked back. Yes, this is the answer. Self-confidence comes from what you control, not what you cannot control. Master that which you can control. Master self-confidence. I just started talking to a lot of strangers, Omegle, and a lot of girls. Tinder really makes you stop giving a duck and not think like every interaction you have with another human is a life or death scenario. Once you realize that the stakes are ridiculously low and stop giving a shit, you gain confidence. It's different for everyone, and the best practice is being true to yourself and embracing who you are rather than pretending to be something that you are not. For me, I have a huge hunger to learn. I read a lot. Every relationship I have had, that's probably been one of the most attractive qualities about me. So I'm confident in that area with women of similar outlooks. I accept that I'm not attractive to everybody. I don't need or want to be. Essentially, pursue your constructive passions. There are a lot of women out there that find that attractive. The first step was realizing that about everybody lacks self-confidence. There was that weird self-reflection session at my school, where the teacher asked us to name a part of ourselves we didn't like, and a girl I knew said my nose was broken once and it shows. I had never seen her nose, because she had beautiful blue eyes and that had always been what I focused on. Step 2 was meeting people that were interested in me. I began an out of school, and nowhere near my neighborhood, activity, and it really helped me, new environment and all. A bloke here had a crush on me. I'm a girl, and even though I was not interested and I know it's probably not the healthiest way to go, it did help me realize that I was at least a tad bit attractive, and it helped. Step 3. I tried to dress better. I was about confident enough to try. This also helped me because I spoke of fashion with people I respect and they accepted my opinion. Made me realize that I was not completely dumb tasteless. Step 4. I did well in class. Seems stupid, but it really was important to me. Even now, I'm always second guessing myself. I'm nowhere near perfect. I know it, and I'm always afraid of being an arrogant asshole. But I think I've come a long way from the person I was something like 3-4 years ago. Steps was an easy format, but I would not really say these were steps. BTW. I don't entirely agree with the guys who think confidence is considering yourself the prize. That leads to arrogance too easily. I gained confidence by knowing from experience, not just hoping, that I can do the jobs in front of me. I can fix this thing around the house. I can complete this work assignment. I can figure out what needs to be done, and do it or delegate it. I can chop this pile of wood. I can do push-ups 3 days this week. I can be kind to this person. I can be curious about this person's story. I can do something small to make this person feel special. There are many ways to develop abilities like these, but often it comes down to trying until you get them right. But once you know you can do them, you know. When you can simply and calmly choose to do something good whenever you want to, I think that's confidence. Experience. Every part of life is a skill, including social skills. When you get experience through trial and error, you get better and things start to go your way. And then confidence in a particular situation emerges. Then if a lot of situations go your way, you gain self-confidence. And after all that, people rationalize and start to believe everything a lot of other commenters on this post say. You can tell yourself over and over again that you are a great person, but only through experience you will also actually believe it. I used to be terrible in all social situations. Total brain shut down around women my age. Then I got a job in a shop. I had to basically train myself to initiate conversations with strangers, to speak to them about their needs, bring them around to buying a product or telling them we sold overpriced shit and they should go to our competitors. After 3 years I started to enjoy conversation. Social skills are skills. They need to be practiced, worked on. Nowadays I love talking to people who I've never met. Conversation is an end in and of itself for me. Having confidence that you will be able to speak and carry on a conversation is the same as having the confidence that you can move up from lifting the 10 kilo weight to the 12 kilo weight. Social skills are skills. Yup. I did barkeeping for 6 months. Life-changing experience. I used to be overweight and had a severe lack in self-confidence. I lost about 30 pounds and working out. That made my confidence go up because I wasn't a chubby guy anymore and could walk around without worrying about what I looked like. Being outcome independent. Understanding that regardless of what happens, you will be okay and that it too shall pass. Messaged a woman I thought was out of my league, not expecting a response in the slightest. Within 5 minutes I had a response and started doubting myself. Then I thought to myself, well, I can fake being confident and have fun talking to her, it's not like she's gonna want to meet me. Well, fast forward 2 weeks and the conversation flowed the whole time and we decide to meet up. Again the nerves come back because now it's actually happening. Was nervous until I saw her and she smiled at me. Every nerve I had melted away. I made it this far. Have fun. I thought it was lots of fun. Had a picnic and listened to some music we both love. End of the first date, she goes in for the kiss. Such a confidence boost, so I stand by the fake it till you make it. You have to separate things you're good at and things you suck at. You can't really be confident about stuff you have nothing to show for. That would make you arrogant douche indeed. It's this realization that confidence isn't a general attribute, but a thing that applies to separate domains. There's a separate thing people often mistake for confidence, or arrogance: being bold. Being bold is more about trying things head first, and to the hell with consequences. Higher risk, higher reward in short. Being bold generally offers better outcomes than being passive and too hung up on that you might fail. The latter is sometimes labeled low self-esteem, but is just anxiety. Now as for girls, you having low confidence in there is perhaps an accurate reflection. You have no confidence in there because there's lack of positive outcomes. That's where being bold ties in. Try things out, and to hell with consequences. Don't pretend you know what you're doing. In case you don't, you just have to break the cycle somewhere. Us fellas gain empowerment through achievement when we should take a hint from the lasses, who, according to some psychologists, gain empowerment from the quality of their personal relationships. Problem is with achievement is you tend to get your wins as a younger man and then the wins dry up and our fragile self-confidence cracks. Then we buy a motorbike. Hair. Confidence is less ego and more letting go. You can't control how others perceive you. For every person who will find a positive trait, someone will see it as a negative. Just be the best version of yourself you can be. Humble, not humble brag. Work on yourself where if needed. Physicality, a hobby. Find a passion. When you know yourself. When you're happy because you make yourself happy and don't rely on others. It's a power move. The rest comes with it.